Think again, part 18. One of my beliefs is that we should be open-minded in every circumstances. There are situations where it might make sense to preach, prosecute, and politic. That said, I think most of us would benefit from being more open more of the time because it's in scientist mode that we gain mental agility. When psychologist Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi studied eminent scientists like Linus Pauling, Jonas Stark, he concluded that what differentiated them from their peers was their cognitive flexibility, their willingness to move from one extreme to the other as the occasion requires. The same pattern held for the great artist and independent study of highly creative architects. We can even see it in the Oval Office. Experts assess the American presidents on a long list of personality traits and compare them to the ranking by independent historians and political scientists. Only one trait, only one trait consistently predicted presidential greatness after controlling for factors like years in office, wars, and scandals. It wasn't whether presidents were ambitious or forceful, friendly or Machiavellian. It wasn't whether they were attractive, witty, poised, or polished. What set great presidents apart was that their intellectual curiosity and openness. They read widely and were as eager to learn about developments in biology, philosophy, architecture, and music as in domestic and foreign affairs. They were interested in hearing new views and revising their old ones. They saw many of their policies as experiments to run, not points to score. Although they might have been politicians by profession, they often solved problems like scientists. Don't stop unbelieving. As I've studied the process of rethinking, I found that it often unfolds in a cycle. It starts with intellectual humility, knowing what we don't know. We should all be able to make a long list of areas where we're ignorant. Mine include art, financial market, fashion, chemistry, food, why British accent turns American in songs, and why it is impossible to tickle yourself. Recognizing our shortcomings opens the door to doubt. As we question our current understanding, we become curious about what information we are missing. That search leads us to new discoveries, which in turn maintain our humility by reinforcing how much we still have to learn. If knowledge is power, knowing what we don't know is wisdom. The rethinking cycle and the overconfidence cycle. The rethinking cycle is humility, doubt, curiosity, discovery, and ends up at humility. The overconfidence cycle is pride, conviction, confirmation and desirability biases, validation, and concludes that pride again. Scientific thinking favors humility over pride, doubt over certainty, curiosity over closure. When we shift our scientist mode, the rethinking cycle breaks down, giving way to an overconfident cycle. If we're preaching, we can see gaps